It's time to stay focused. It's time to decide, fuck clubs, fuck partying, fuck trying to fit in and socialize, rub elbows with everybody so people can stop calling you weird. Why are you so antisocial? Because I'm trying to get it. Why are you staying on the basketball court so much? Because I'm trying to get it. Why are you out there practicing in the hot sun when ain't nobody else out there? Because I'm trying to get it.
So motivation isn't what we are relying on. And we can't rely on motivation because, like I said, if you and I got to get in the water to go conduct an operation, the motivation to do that will be zero, might even be -9, might be -12, might be -1,000. And you know what? Doesn't matter. You and I are going to go do what we have to do.
You got to be hungry, man. I mean, I know how I felt going. I know how I felt aspiring to be something before anybody ever knew. You know, I know what it felt like to be in the gym by myself when nobody cared, you know, and I wanted to be successful so bad. I wanted to be a basketball player so bad. Every part of me, you know, was going to put everything into that.
You like your current state enough that you like the pain of change thing, or like you're not in enough pain. And I've said that to plenty of people. We go speak and someone's like, how do I get motivated? I'm like, you're not going to get motivated. Like you have to hate. For me, I automatically go there. I'm like, you have to hate something. Like for me, I just hated my current existence. And so for me, that was powerful enough to get me out.
That's the problem too. If you're chronically rejected by people, it's often because of your own insufficiencies. You know, whether that's cowardice or lack of social skills or whatever it is, it's like, you can't just brush it off as, oh, well, you know, no one likes me, but really I'm okay. It's like, no, wrong. If everyone rejects you, there's probably something wrong, and it's probably deep and difficult, and it's going to be horrible to fix.
Let me tell you something, homie. These women ain't going nowhere. These clubs, these parties, all this shit ain't going nowhere. The more weird you are is a reflection of how committed you are to focusing on your shit, molding and shaping and developing your ideas and your craft so that when it's time for you to make your rounds, you gonna fly.
But when you train yourself to look at things as what happens if I don't versus what happens if I do and these things go wrong, you remove a fear barrier that most people can never get through. Because most people will say, well, what if I do this? What if I do all this work? What if I try this and it doesn't work? And they convince themselves that they're going to work very hard, they're going to try all these things, and it's not going to work out anyway, so it's not worth the path to go down. And what they don't realize is that you can't really lose if you decide to go, because you're going to go down the path and you're going to face obstacles, and that obstacle is going to teach you a lesson. And when you get through that first obstacle, you're equipped with a new lesson. You get through the second obstacle, you get equipped with a new lesson. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, you start to get all these lessons and you accumulate new skill sets, which allow you to escalate the path much more effectively.
You have to train yourself. You have to train the soldier in your mind to obey those direct orders when they come, and that is the foundation of discipline. I'm scared, I'm afraid, I'm nervous, I'm hesitant, I'm not sure if I want to do this, I'm second guessing, all those little things. They're just overridden by one thing and one thing only, discipline, and that's what it's going to take.
You could either go back to your comfort zone, and there you won't find any growth, or you must be willing to go forward and face your fears again and again and again.
This is why I say stay hard. Because when you weren't given the gifts, the only thing you can do in life is stay hard. And I know people cannot stand me. They can't stand this talk. This is all you can do. There's no magic pill or a magic potion. All you can do is outwork the man that God created, or woman, in you.
So if you're ambitious, channeling that energy into becoming the best and beating the competition is a productive way of using that dark energy. If you feel angry about a cause or something that pisses you off about the world and some injustices, instead of whining about it, etc., you go out and you do something. You get involved in a movement or whatever, you channel that energy into something productive.
People sit back and wait time and throw their dreams in the trash and go do another man's dream and expect to feel fulfilled when they come home at night. But when you wake up and you live your truth and you work for your gift, even the days you're not paid, you're not gonna feel like you wasted your time.
You are a lazy, unprofessional, mean attitude having motherfucker. And yet, when things are not happening good for you, when things are not coming your way, when things are not happening as fast as you want them to happen, you blame everybody else and what they're doing and saying, and you completely disown everything that you're doing to contribute to your career not going to another level.
So you have to understand, if you don't go do what it is that you know you're supposed to do and you don't become what it is you know you can become, eventually you're going to come to a point in life where you're pissed off and you won't have the time back to go back and redo it. So yes, of course you can do too much, but I don't think you should be concerned with that. I think you should be concerned with not doing enough, because that's where most people err.
But yet you're fully committed to sabotaging yourself and your career. Then you're sitting back stressed out and depressed, wondering why. Why ain't things happening? That's the answer. I just gave it to you. It's about as real as it gets. The question is, what are you gonna do next week, 2 weeks from now? You're in your own way. You are the reason your career is not on the next level. Nobody else but you.
You can either live your dreams or live your fears. And I think the majority of people actually are not living their dreams, but are living their fears.